Hello everyone, good day. So this is Princess Cassandra Pimentel, a nursing student of National University near Totu. And for today's video, I am going to discuss my poster, which entitled Vegetarian Diet, Eat Veggie, Live Healthy. So first, let's discuss the two definition of terms we have here. So the first one is veganism. So what is veganism? Veganism is a practice of living solely upon vegetables, fruits, grains, legumes, and nuts. Generally for ethical, aesthetic, environmental, or nutritional reason. And then the second on the list is the vegetarian diet. So vegetarian diet is a diet made up of foods that came mostly from plants and does not include any meat, poultry, or seafood. So why do people choose vegetarian diet? So we have four reasons here. First reason is people choose vegetarian diet because they believe that eating vegetarian is a way to be healthier. Second reason is to avoid hormones using animal foods. Third is eating this way has more to do with their religion. Next is they care for animal rights, and lastly is to help the environmental concerns. So we have here types of vegetarian diet. First is the vegetarian itself, next is the vegan, third is the partial vegan, and lastly is the flexitarian. So we have three types of vegetarian. The first one is the lacto-ovo-vegetarian, next is lacto-vegetarian, and lastly is the ovo-vegetarian. So what is the lacto-ovo-vegetarian? They are the one who eat both eggs and dairy products. On the other hand, lacto-vegetarian eat dairy products but not eggs. And lastly, ovo-vegetarian eat eggs but not dairy products. Now let's move on and go to the vegan. So vegans don't eat meat, poultry, or fish. They also don't consume dairy products like eggs or other animal products like gelatin or honey. And third on the list of types of vegetarian diet is the partial vegetarian. So partial vegetarian doesn't eat meat except for some animal products. So we have two types of partial vegetarian. First is flexitarians, which they are the people who eat fish but avoid all other meat. Next is the polo-vegetarians, which these are the people who eat poultry but avoid meat and fish. And lastly is the flexitarian, also known as semi-vegetarian. They eat mostly plant-based foods but may occasionally include meat, dairy, poultry, and fish in small amount. Now let's move on and go to how to become a vegetarian. So first is set a date or don't. You may choose to mark your calendar with the date you'll start your vegetarian diet, or you may decide to go with your gradual approach. You may also find it works best to first give up on the red meat, then poultry, then fish. Or you may switch over your pantry for all vegetarian to start in the clean state. You may also choose certain days of the week to go vegetarian, like practicing meatless Monday, or you can slowly add more days as you get more used to following this diet. Next is resist temptation. There are many forms of vegetarian diet, so it is not always an all or nothing situation. That said, if you're looking to avoid certain foods or for a specific reason, you may consider looking for tasty alternatives by browsing around the grocery store. Another approach is to focus on trying new vegetarian foods instead of focusing on what you can't eat. And lastly is swap ingredients. You may still be able to cook many of your favorite recipes with vegetarian or vegan twist. Often, you can replace the main protein with a vegetarian source. So here are our food alternatives. You can replace meat, poultry, or fish with tofu, tempeh, seitan, lentils, textured vegetable protein, jackfruit, mushrooms, jackfruit and mushrooms. And for cheese, you can replace it with soy, cashew, other nut or aquafaba based cheeses, and nutritional yeast. And for beef or chicken stock or broth, you can replace it with vegetable stock or broth. And for milk, you can replace it with soy milk, almond milk, coconut milk, hemp milk, rice milk, and flax milk. So what are the advantages of vegetarian diet? So we have 6 advantages here. So the number 1 on the list is that vegetarian diet increases lifespan. Number 2, it helps the environment. Number 3, vegetarian diets may lower your risk for disease. Number 4, vegetarian diet reduces risk of foodborne illnesses. Number 5, it manages weight. And number 6, vegetarian diet keeps your brain sharp. On the other hand, we have the consequences of being vegan. So first on the list is vegetarian diet provides fewer complete proteins. Number 2, being vegan may increase nutrient deficiency risk, like vitamin B12, deficiency for vitamin D, deficiency for calcium and iron. Number 3, it requires more effort. Of course, one of the biggest critics of vegetarian diet is that it requires more effort in terms of time, knowledge, and money. And number 4, vegetarian diet or being vegan requires supplementation. Of course, since you have nutritional deficiencies or more likely on a meatless diet, vegetarians may take supplements to be on the safe side. And lastly, in the last part of this poster is the recommendation of healthy vegetarian diets like adobong kangkong with tofu, pinakbet, which is a mix of vegetables. Next is stir-fried kabocha squash and string beans or ginataang kalabasa with sitaw. Next is munggo gisado or mung bean stew. Next is sauteed garlic shiitake mushroom. And lastly is a vegan sisig recipe, which we can replace meat with tofu and some mushroom. So to end my discussion, starting a vegetarian diet can be tricky when grocery shopping, dining out, and eating in social settings. Over time, this becomes easier, but it does require some work. So we must read labels on the products and become familiar with the common ingredients derived from animals, such as casein, whey, and gelatin. At restaurants, keep in mind that meatless meals may be prepared with dairy or other animal products like beef or chicken broth, so ask questions to make a selection that's right for you. Moreover, when dining at someone's home, the best thing to do is bring along a vegetarian dish that everyone can enjoy. And lastly, if you're committed to starting a vegetarian lifestyle, a registered dietitian can give you a helpful tips that's better ensure that your nutritional needs are being met. So that's all. Again, this is Princess Cassandra Pimentel, nursing student of National University in Erdo 2. Thank you for watching.